Are you Manuel Perez? Hello? Can you understand me? I don't know if he understands me, but when I addressed him, he looked me in the eyes and smiled. Almost as if he recognized me. This event in the Tunguska region reacted the same way. Maybe he really did recognize somebody. Namely, my father. What happened back then during the Tunguska expedition? Try to remember. It could be very important. Either he can't remember anything, or he does not want to talk about it. A bit of burned wood from the fireplace, and it's still hot. My father disappeared. He was probably kidnapped. I take it that the reason he was kidnapped had something to do with his past. You worked with him for so many years. Do you know of anything that could, after so long a time, catch up to him? It's obvious he wants to tell me something, but I have no idea what. I'll just take the picture with me again. Maybe Perez can put his thoughts down to paper somehow, since he obviously cannot express himself in words. It's worth a try. Perez drew some kind of symbol. I have no idea what it's supposed to mean, but it doesn't appear to be chaotic scribbling. The symbol can be recognized clearly and plainly, and the lines are so straight, as if they had been drawn with a ruler. Now the only question that remains is how that is going to help me. I'm going to send Max a text message and a picture of the symbol. Maybe he has an idea.
Morangi must live here somewhere nearby, if he's still alive. Hopefully the locals can help me. A tin advertising sign for an island sightseeing tour by boat. Definitely not by that weather, though. Hello there. Why are you fishing in this weather?
You don't have the first clue about fishing, do you?
No, not really. Why?
Because the fish bite the best in weather like this. You can see my bucket. That's my catch in just the last 3 hours.
Even if I was able to catch 30 roast doves and wild pigs with apples in their mouths within 3 hours, I would never voluntarily sit outside in weather like this. That door in the cliff, do you know what's behind it?
The cellar of old Stevie's pub.
Is there any way to get in there?
You have any idea how often I've tried that already? The cellar contains at least a year's supply of whiskey, but O'Brien, the old skinflint, keeps it under lock and key. He always says a barkeeper shouldn't give away his goods. We used to barter fish for whiskey. But one time a red herring got accidentally mixed in with the delivery. He's been pissed, ran something about industrial fish ever since. But the damage was minimal.
I'm looking for a man named Morangi. Can you help me?
Sure. Old Ken lives over there, on his island.
Oh, great. Thanks a lot. How can I get there? Is there a ferry? Or a bridge?
Nah, there aren't any bridges. No ship is going to go out in this weather.
Is that your boat over there?
Yes.
Can I borrow it for a second?
I really don't need it at the moment. But perhaps you could do me a favor in return.
Sure. What?
My buddy Stefan visited me this morning and now I'm all out of whiskey again.
Now I should get some for you? Why don't you just get some from the bar around the corner?
Why don't you just swim to the island?
Touché. So it's a trade-off. The whiskey for the boat?
Yeah, that sounds fair.
In that case, tight lines.
Thanks.
You can't eat that many fish by yourself, can you?
Are you worried about my health? Or do you just want to scrounge up a fish?
Well, to tell the truth.
Go ahead and take one. I'm sure I'll catch a couple more.
Oh, thank you very much. Nobody'll miss it. Oh, full house? Maybe I should have made a reservation. Hello. Nice weather we're having today, isn't it?
What? It's raining cats and dogs.
It was supposed to be a joke.
Yeah, real funny.
Well, this should be fun. I need a bottle of whiskey. How much?
For you? 1,000.
I probably shouldn't ask which currency. I probably won't like the answer.
No.
Don't you want to do business?
Sure. 1,000 is good business.
It's a little too expensive, don't you think?
A special reduced price. Just for my friends.
For some incomprehensible reason, my potential towards aggression is skyrocketing. If I don't pull myself together, I might do something I regret. Not a lot going on here.
It's okay.
Do you always have so few guests?
Some of my regulars are dead, and the walk-in customers aren't here yet.
Walk-in customers?
Truck drivers who are driving their goods to the markets in the neighboring villages. Every once in a while, they stop, have 3 to 12 whiskeys, and then continue their journey.
3 to 12 whiskeys?
Yeah, that's what I said.
And how often do they come by?
Every day they bring fruit and vegetables. I really don't understand who needs that stuff when you can have liquid vegetables.
Do guests frequently fall asleep in the bar?
Sure, but Klaus is particularly difficult. Because once he's asleep, it's hard to wake him up again.
Is there a trick to it?
Sure, if you stick something to eat in front of his nose.
Then he'll wake up?
If he likes it, then chances are he will.
What is he like?
He used to be a sailor. He doesn't eat anything but fish. But actually, I'm always happy when he falls asleep. Because then I don't have to sit with him and listen to the same sailor stories again and again.
How can I get into the cellar?
Take the key, unlock the door, and go in. Anyone can do it. Even people like you, if you have the right key.
Now, you're a real comedian, aren't you?
Yup.
I'm looking for a man named Morangi.
Good for you.
What I meant to say was, can you tell me where I can find him?
If you mean old Ken Morangi, he lives on this island.
Island? How can I get there?
Ask Folly. He's probably down by the water fishing.
Thanks for the friendly chat.
My pleasure.
Can I borrow the key for a second?
No.
Ah, come on, just for 5 minutes.
No!
I obviously won't get very far with rhetoric here. I guess my only choice is action. Hello? Are you alright? He doesn't appear to be overly communicative. Maybe I'll just let him sleep it off for now. I think I'll take that with me. It has obviously already fulfilled its function with a nice gentleman here. I'm gonna use your fireplace to grill the fish. Of course, you could probably do it a lot better than I can, but you probably have more important things to do.
Yes, of course. Go right ahead.
Dinner is served, my lord.
Fish? I smell fish. What? Lemon's missing. Barkeep, bring me some lemon. Fish without lemon is like a bottle without whiskey. Barkeep?
Hello. Are you feeling a little better now? Apparently, it doesn't matter with some people whether they're awake or asleep. Their communication skills are always in high gear. Hello. I know that you have a lot to do, but can I bother you again?
If you have to.
Yes. You probably don't have any lemons, right?
My compliments. You learn fast.
Well, what else can I do?
For Klaus?
Yes, he won't eat his fish without lemon.
Bring me one, and I may even cut it for you.
You're my hero. Thanks for the friendly chat.
My pleasure. Here comes the truck with the goods for the market. Maybe he'll stop. You can have the company you want. Oh, the truck driver appears to be new. He doesn't know his route and can't read any road signs. Oh, kids these days.
I hope nothing bad has happened. I should probably check on the driver. I'm in luck. The truck driver appears to have made the turn. I would have never forgiven myself if something had happened to him. Only healthy stuff. Man, I'm lucky. It even includes a lemon. Here, you can give it to your eloquent guest, if your valuable time allows it.
Oh, he will definitely be pleased, and hopefully, then he'll shut his mouth for a while. Here's your lemon.
It's about time. Come and join me.
Never expect thanks for anything.
The water is completely evaporated. There's only a layer of salt left over. If I do it quickly and unobtrusively, hopefully the barkeeper won't notice. Let's see if he tastes the difference.
Man, Klaus, watching you eat this whole time is making me hungry. I'm gonna go grab some whiskey.
It looks as if he actually noticed the difference. One thing's for sure, this action is a key scene in this little adventure. There's a padlock on the door. I pinched my finger in one of these when I was younger. Either this is a distillery or the customers here are very, very thirsty. A long nailed-down wood board. A long nailed-down wood board. Is the offer with the boat and the whiskey still good?
Sure.
Then I have something for you.
Thanks. It won't last very long. But I wanted to head out in a while anyway. I'll just take off as soon as the bottle is empty. Please just tie the boat back up once you're done with it.
Sure, no problem. And thanks a lot. You've helped me more than you can imagine.
You too.
God, everything here is completely overgrown and looks rather run down. I wonder if Morangi still lives here.
Hello? Hello? Is someone there? Help me!
What are you doing down there?
They locked me in down here. Please help me and get me out of here.
Sure. But how?
No idea. Think of something. But I've sprained my ankle and I'm not 30 anymore. So don't just throw me a rope. I never managed to be able to climb one back when I was in school.
Is there a ladder here somewhere?
I'm afraid not. But there's a door down here that I can't open. Maybe you can find a way to open it from the outside.
Sure, no problem. How can I get to that door?
You're going to laugh, but I have no idea. I've never been down here before. And I have no idea how to get to the well from the castle. There must be a secret passage or something like that somewhere.
You're Ken Morangi, aren't you?
Yes, I'm Lord Morangi. Why?
If you live here, you should know your way around here, shouldn't you?
Well, I always thought that too.
Okay, I'll take a look around.
Thanks a lot.
It almost looks as if the chimney has a helmet on. I'll give it a try. Maybe I was King Arthur in a previous life. Oh, that surprises me a little bit. Lord Morangi,
Yes?
can I ask you a few questions?
As soon as you get me out of here...
I'll see what I can do. Yikes. I only wanted to close the window shutter, and already I'm holding the whole thing in my hand. This place really needs a major overhaul. A statue, most probably one of the Morangis. The candle is burned down almost completely. A real torture chamber. I think something like this in a museum is really amusing. But when I look around here and imagine that people really were tortured to death here, I don't find it so funny anymore. A heavy curtain. Looks like it could be made of brocade. The painting is of Lord William Morangi, who lived here from 1270 to 1305. What an impressive guy. I ask myself why the chair is in the middle of the room. It seems as if this fireplace has not had a fire burning in it for a long time. An old oil lamp! Seems to have plenty of oil in it, too. The chain moved a bit. I think I'd better release the lever again, otherwise the chandelier that's hanging from the chain will fall down. Although the tips of the spears are very old and have already seen action, they are still pretty sharp. Most of the books don't really interest me, but here's a book about haunted castles. It talks about Morangi's castle. It says that there's a rumor that William Morangi, who lived from 1270 to 1305, was buried without the usual customs and traditions, and they even refused to give him a funeral pyre. He was entombed in a sarcophagus wearing only a simple robe and his family's amulet. They say he's been walking through the castle and seeking revenge on intruders after midnight ever since. Even if I don't believe in ghost stories, I should probably finish rescuing Morangi from the well before midnight. So, what do we have here? Knee socks? Long underwear? Nothing here that I might covet from the owner. Oops, what's this? Pictures of landscapes. If I'm correct, the scenery around the castle could have served as the setting. The pictures appear to be very old. It's quite possible that the land here looked like this a couple hundred years ago. A passageway. There are a few steps down into a dark passage. It smells rather moldy. I wonder what's waiting for me down there. I have no clue how I'm supposed to get through the bars. What was that? Sounds like I accidentally triggered some kind of mechanism again. I have no clue how I'm supposed to get through the bars. Sounds like I triggered some kind of mechanism again. There's a niche in the rock, but I can't see if there's something in it from here. A small wire. It's obvious why that thing is called the Iron Maiden. The thorns are so sharp, I wouldn't touch them voluntarily either. Ideal for people whose height-to-weight ratio does not correspond to today's ideal of beauty. The coals are cold. I believe this is the last resting place of one of Lord Morangi's ancestors. I think I'd better take the coin out of the fire again, otherwise the gold will flow into the forge. The coin is red hot and it's become slightly distorted. The tip easily penetrated the gold coin. I think I'd better not imagine how it would look if I were stuck between these thorns. Please, row across the lake twice and already my arms are ready to fall off. I really should exercise more. Very pretty. Perhaps I should give it to Nina. It'll definitely suit her. I've now wedged the spear tips into the vise without mutilating my fingers. The ultimate proof that one never ceases to learn in life. I'm gonna try to saw the board into a tolerable size with the tips of the spears. The motorcycle I rented at the airport. I don't think that the rain gutter was made for this amount of water. Anyway, it's just lying around here, in the way. This is how I could separate the two pieces that are wedged tightly. Sounds like I triggered some kind of mechanism again. Sounds like I triggered some kind of mechanism again. Sounds like I triggered some kind of mechanism again. There's a small key in it. The coffin is made of massive stone. No chance. I'll pour lamp oil into the groove that goes once around the sarcophagus. Let's give good old Lord Morangi a well-earned cremation. Maybe the story about him being a ghost here is actually true because he wasn't given a suitable burial. What was that? Did it suddenly get really cold in here, or is it just me? Did I just imagine that, or... Excuse me, Lord Morangi. I have to save one of your descendants, and I hope that your amulet will help me. The amulet is beautiful and decorated with symbols. I pulled the wire through the small eyelet of the amulet. If I turn the other end of the wire into the chain, it should hold. Sounds like I triggered some kind of mechanism again.
You found a way. Thank you very much.
Are you alright?
I think so. But my left leg is killing me.
Wait, I'll help you.
That would be nice. I could barely make it to my office on my own. You have to admit, the story you just told me sounds a little unbelievable. First Vladimir's kidnapping, then a mysterious conspiracy, and then men in black robes. On the other hand, the story is so unbelievable that you can't be making it up.
So you'll help us?
Little Nina is in Cuba with Manuel Perez right now?
Yes, she just sent a picture to my cell phone. I can't understand it, though. Maybe you'll have better luck.
Yes, I've seen this symbol before, but it's been a long time. Vladimir contacted me out of the blue many years after our Tunguska expedition. He wrote in a mysterious letter that he had made a sensational discovery and needed my help. Several years earlier, he had examined a metallic fragment that had been found in the Tunguska region. You've probably never heard of the Kalenkov report, have you?
Just in general. It has something to do with extraterrestrial material, right?
Yes, but that's only half the truth.
What do you mean?
Manuel Perez, who wrote the report with Vladimir, discovered this exact symbol engraved on the surface of the fragment.
You mean there were symbols on the fragment?
Vladimir wasn't sure since the surface was so severely damaged. During further investigation, he discovered something in the archives of the Academy of Science in Moscow. It was in a report about the research expeditions of an English scientist who apparently discovered disc-shaped artifacts made of unknown material in 1947 during an expedition. This researcher, Evans was his name, described the same material properties that Vladimir had observed on the Tunguska fragment. That alone was a hot lead. But as soon as he saw a sketch Evans had made, it took his breath away.
Why? Please continue.
The artifact was covered with unfamiliar symbols. One of the symbols was the same symbol that Perez and Vladimir had discovered on the Tunguska fragment.
Phew. Sounds exciting. Where did the discs come from? And where did this Evans guy find it?
That's also what Vladimir wanted to know. But he couldn't find anything in the Moscow Academy's records. That is why he contacted me. Vladimir had found out that Evans had died recently, and his personal notes and journals were supposed to be auctioned off in London. He asked me to get the documents for him, since he couldn't leave Russia at that time.
And did you get the documents? Where did this metal disc come from?
I sent Vladimir an encoded copy of the journals. I still have the originals here.
Really? Can I see them?
Just a minute. They have to be here somewhere.
Nina, I have news.
Could this Morangi be of help to us?
I have to say yes. Do you know about your father's expedition to China? To be more exact, to the Himalayas.
He took a lot of trips before my mother's death. It's possible that he was also in the Himalayas. Why?
I think that he was looking for something there and maybe even found it. Maybe that's also the reason he disappeared.
I don't get it.
I'm gonna send you a few things to your cell phone. You better get going right away. I'll meet you in your father's apartment.
Nina still isn't here. I'll give her a call and see where she is. Oh, I have a voicemail message. That's probably Nina running a little late.
This is Kanski. I really hope you're getting this message. We have to meet urgently. It's very important. I can't go into details at the moment. I think I'm being followed. I'll try to lose the guys and then go to the museum. Please hurry. I have reason to believe that you're in great danger. I have to go. Somebody's coming. I'll wait for you at the museum.
What is Kanski doing here again? I really don't want to run into him again. On the other hand, the message sounded important. But what if it's a trap? I'll probably regret it, but maybe he really does have information that could help us. Nina isn't here yet, and the museum isn't that far away, so I'll just head over there.
Yes.
We've managed to track them. We know where the hideout is.
Are you sure?
The information is absolutely reliable.
Very good. You must go there immediately. I'll tell Professor Charleroi that she should prepare the last phase of the project.
Okay. Once I've found it, what will happen to the girl and her friend?
Well, those two could actually be a problem. Take care of it.
Oh my god, that's Kanski! I don't feel a pulse. He's dead. What have I gotten myself into? Kidnapping was bad enough, but murder? I should get out of here.
Max Gruber,
Yes.
get in, please.
What's keeping Max? He should have already been here by now.
Maybe he had a more pressing engagement.
How come? What do you mean?
You really don't know? Love really does make you blind.
What?
Think about it. Your father disappears. Max sits in the next office and says he didn't notice.
He had his music.
Who urged you to go home and wait for your father there?
It was Max. So what?
So what? Have you already forgotten that's where someone knocked you out?
No, but...
And then the attempt on the train. This has to have something to do with you or your father. That's clear, isn't it?
Yes, but...
Your father wasn't on board. And who knew you were on the train, other than us?
I know that all sounds strange, but...
Nina, wake up. I don't know who Max is working for or what he's up to, but he's playing some kind of evil game, and he's playing it at your expense.
Do you think we should...
Forget Max. I know you like him, but he was only using you. If we don't go now, he'll win the game. and your father will lose.
Maybe you're right. So what do we do now?
The trail to your father leads to the Himalayas, and at least we have parts from a travel journal by this Evans. We should be able to use it to find the hidden caves of those mysterious mountain people.
And then what? That won't bring my father back.
I know, but I'm sure this strange alien artifact has something to do with your father's disappearance. I admit, we most likely won't find your father in the Himalayas, but at least we have another lead.
Yeah, I know. It's just that I'm so very tired.
Do you want to give up on your father?
No, you're right. Let's go. No wonder these caves are unknown. Without the exact information from Evan's report, no one would ever find their way up here.
Let's hope that you are right. We are, you know, in the border area, and I really do not want to make the acquaintance of overly nervous border patrols. I'll stay at the entrance and keep an eye out. Let me know when you have found something.